Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, gentlemen, I should say, and to any of our viewers, ladies, yes, sorry about that. You're very welcome today to this auction. This is our first live auction that my company is doing. Coincidentally, the man 36 years ago that when I did my first auction is right beside me here now, Brian Hutchison. He's changed a lot in the meantime. Probably got better looking, Brian.
Yeah, sure. We'll ask them who looks older now.
So, without any further ado, what we're selling here today is a lovely little holding of 7 acres plus a farmyard with site potential, 3 miles from Tullamore at Killianmore, Killy, County Offaly. So you all know it. Without any further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Brian to go through the legals, and then we'll go ahead with the auction.
Thanks, Matt. Do I need this?
No, you're okay.
No?
You can get from there. You can get from there.
Yeah, okay. So as Matt has said, 7 acres at Killianmore, Killy, County Offaly. We're using a standard law society conditions of sale that would be used for all sales of land and property, 2019 edition. This is a freehold property, just in case anyone has any concerns. It's fully freehold. It's been sold by Owen Gorman as legal per rep of Maureen Gorman deceased. The proposed deposit is 10%, so whoever is successful will pay 10% of the purchase price on signing and the balance on closing. And the proposed closing date is 4 weeks from today's date. And the property then is described from a legal perspective as all that and those. That part of the property described in folio 5484F County Offaly, comprising plan 6211_1, containing 2.91 hectares or thereabouts statute measure, and it's held freehold. And that's just for the record, is a map of it, and it's this portion here. And as I say, it is 2.91 hectares. As regards the special conditions of sale, there are just a few minor ones. We've said the folio is the title, and there are sporting rights registered on the folio, but these have not been exercised, and the standard declaration to that effect will be furnished on closing. There are no entitlements going with these lands, and any purchaser will be deemed to have inspected the lands prior to the execution of this contract and be satisfied in relation to the actual state and condition and the boundaries of the property, including all easements, rights, and reservations affecting the lands, and shall raise no further objection, requisition, or inquiry in this regard. And then finally, in relation to the agricultural sheds on the lands, the purchaser shall conclusively accept that all of these, there's 3 in total, I think, are exempt from planning by virtue of the fact that they were constructed prior to coming into effect of planning legislation. So essentially, they predate 1963, and no planning permission is required. That's the conditions of sale. Whoever buys will have to sign up to those, and as I say, 4 weeks is the closing. If anybody's any queries, I'll gladly try and clarify matters for you, but otherwise, I think we can go ahead.
I think it's as straightforward as you're ever going to get. So that's it for everybody that's online. There are 4 or 5 people in the room, that bidders, potential bidders, and there's 172, I think, up to the last count, that is either viewing, or a few of them obviously have registered. The extraordinary thing about it is that what I like about this with LSK, isn't it? LSL, I'm sorry. What I like about this is that it's a hybrid auction, which means that you're allowed to sit here and we've got everybody else online. So it's getting that mixture that I think is the great thing about this particular platform. So without further ado, you all know it. What I like about it, it's only 3 miles from Tullamore. Holding. The land could be better, but it could be an awful lot worse. So it's reasonable, arable land is the best way to describe it. Grand sheds, a little winter facility for about 40 cattle. There's mains water on it. In fairness, the water at the moment is being supplied by across the way the home place, but before the end of the closing, before the end of the sale, it'll have its own water supply, independent water supply with meter put in, and we've been guaranteed that today by the owner. So that's going to be there with it, and obviously vacant possession and everything else. The closing date is about 4 weeks' time. That's it. I've got a reserve in my pocket here from this gentleman of where I can put it on the market. So between the bids online and between yourselves, hopefully we will reach that without having too much difficulty of me heading outside to take instructions from the client. So that's it. Who would like to start me off? I'm looking for about 80 grand to start me off. If somebody, I think that's a very reasonable figure. 80, 75. I'll take 2,500 increments. So we'll say 70. Would someone start me at 70? We're here to sell it. Thank you, sir. I bid 70. I bid 70. I bid 70,000. I bid 70,000. I bid 70. I bid 70. Any advance on 70,000? I'll take 72.5. I'll take 72.5. Keep it nice and handy. 72.5. I bid 70. I bid 70. I bid 70. I bid 70. 72.5. I bid 72.5. I bid 72.5. I bid 72.5. You can say 75 online if you want. I bid 72.5. Or will I say 75 from the room? Will I say 75 from the room? I bid 72.5. 75 from the room. 75 again. 75. 75. 75. I bid 75,000. I bid 75,000. I bid 75,000. I bid 75. Carol, you can't scratch yourself. That could be a bid. I bid 75,000. I bid 75,000. I bid 75. Any advance on 75? Any advance on 75? Will I say 77.5? Will I say 77.5 and bid 75? Will I say 77? 77.5 and bid 77.5. And bid 77.5. I bid 77,500. 77,500. 77,500. 77,500. Anyone say 80,000? Who's going to say 80,000? Who's going to say 80? I bid 77.5. 77,500. 77,500. 77,500. 70, 80. I bid 80. I bid 80. I bid 80,000. I bid 80,000. 80,000. 7 acres of land in a farmyard. The farmyard must cost you 60, 70,000 to put there, and all I bid is 80,000. I bid 80,000. I bid 80,000. I bid 80,000. I bid 80,000. 80,000. 80,000 is what I bid. I bid 80,000. I bid 80,000. Who'll say 82.5? Anyone say 82.5? Anyone say 82.5? Do you want to say 82.5? Do you want to say 82.5? I bid 80. 82.5. I bid 82.5. I bid 82.5. I bid 82.5,000. 82.5,000 is what I bid. 82.5, 85. I bid 85. I bid 85,000. I bid 85,000. 87.5, are you saying online? No. 85. I bid 85. I bid 85. I bid 85. 85,000 is what I bid. I bid 85. I bid 85. I bid 85. I bid 85 still there. I bid 85. 85,000. I bid 85. 85. Any advance? 87.5. I bid 87.5,000. 87.5,000. 87.5. 87.5. I bid 90. I bid 90,000. I bid 90,000. I'll tell you what I'm going to do because I have a sneaky feeling I might even have exceeded what this is the golden ticket of what my reserve is. My reserve is 85,000. My reserve is 85,000 and I'm now at 90,000. I'm now at 90,000. So I'm on the market. I'm here to sell. I'm here to sell. I'm at 90. I'm at 90,000. I'm at 90,000 euros. 90,000. 92.5. I'm at 92.5 and I'm selling all the time at 92.5,000. 92.5,000 is on the right. 92.5,000. 92.5. 92.5,000. That's all I'm bid. 92.5. You want to say 95? 92.5,000 of what I'm bid. 92.5,000. And I'm selling all the time. 92.5,000. Land comes up for sale every 75 years, boys. 75 years. You won't see this up again, please God. And I'm at 92.5,000. 92.5,000. Do I hear 95? Do I hear 95? 92.5,000. 95. I bid 95. I bid 95,000. I bid 95. I bid 95,000. 95. You want to say 97.5? I bid 95. I bid 95,000. 97.5. I bid 97.5. 97,500. 97,500. It's not dear. All I bid is 97,500 euros. 97,500 euros. 97,500 euros on the right-hand side in the room. 97,500. How's all the internet doing? 97,500 is what I'm bid. 97,500. Who'll say 100? Who'll say 100? Come on, lads, you nod it and I'll say it. All I'm bid is 97,500. Do you want to say it, sir? You want to say it? I'm at 97,500. I'm at 97,500 and I'm selling. I'm not going to hang around. 97,500 is on the right-hand side. 97,500. Is no one going to say 100? Is no one going to say 100? 100. I bid 100. I bid 100. I bid 100. Any advance in 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 100,000? Any advance in 100? Will I say 102.5? I'm at 100. I'm at 100. 102.5. 102.5. And bid 102.5. And bid 102.5. And bid 102.5. And bid 102.5. It's not there at 102.5. 102.5. 102.5. 102.5 is what I'm bid. I'm bid 102.5. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? 105. I'm bid 105 and bid 105. I bid 105 and I'm selling all the time. It can't be straighter. 105 is what I'm bid. I'm bid 105. I'm bid 105. I'm bid 105. I'm bid 105. Will I say 17.5? Will I say it? You nod it and I'll say it. I'm bid 105. I'm bid 105 on the left. 105. 105. 105. 105. 105. 105. Will I say 107.5? I'm bid 105. I'm bid 105. Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it? I'm selling. I'm selling all the time at 105. I'm selling at 105. 107.5. 107.5. 107.5, 107.5, 110, and bid 110, and bid 110, and bid 110. It's not there. 110, 110. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take 1,000 anywhere, and I'm selling at 110,000. I'm selling at 110,000. What's 1,000? A weekend away. A weekend away. All I'm bid is 110,000. 110,000, and I'm selling 110,000. 110,000. 110,000. Now's your chance. 110,000 every 75 years. Remember. 110,000. Are we finished at 110,000? 110,000 once. 110,000 twice. Going. Gone. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. There's always disappointed underbidders. I've got another auction next Friday. There might be a bit of land here that you might be interested in.
That's the joys of motoring.
What's that?
That's the joys of motoring.
That's the joys of motoring. So I'm sorry I know that's up for everybody. But 110,000. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you everybody online for attending. And better luck next time for those that were bidding. Thank you very much.